All right, there's two more regression models, non-linear regression models I want you to run. And as long as you followed me pretty much okay with the quadratic regression model, like what we just did in the previous video, then I'm not going to go through everything in depth again, okay? So I'm just going to show you the other two things that you need to do. So go ahead and X out of this, go back up to Analysis, go down to Curve Fitting, press on Fit, go Chart Type, we'll select B, and now what I want you to do is select Polynomial, and it will say, hey, you can't really fully save and do everything here because you need to pay $369 or however ridiculous amount it was to actually use the Pro feature here. But we can still use this, all right? So where it says first order polynomial would just be a linear model. Second order would be a quadratic, and we're going to do a third order. We're going to do a cubic model. So go ahead and select that, and it kind of does a backwards thing of what I would normally expect it to do. When we did the quadratic model, we had ax squared plus bx plus c. And this makes it go backwards now. This is dx cubed plus cx squared plus bx plus a. So just make sure you realize that the a value that we're going to see isn't the coefficient of the x cubed value. All right. So go ahead and press Run. And then at this point, I want you to do everything like we've done so far. I want you to go copy down all the, create the equation with the unformatted fit parameters in your Google Doc or your Word document. Go write down what the R squared value was and the mean squared error value was. And then I want you to solve for, again, what is your predicted infant mortality using your cubic regression model for the year 2050, and what would you expect it to be 0 using Wolfram Alpha, okay? Now, when you get all that done, then I want you to go back and X out of this, go back to Analysis, and we're going to do one more regression model. So go back to everything we've done so far, except now I want you to select an exponential model, right? So select that, press Run, and once again, I want you to do the same thing that you've done with the linear, the quadratic, and the cubic. What you need to notice is here's the format for the exponential model. It'll be y equals a plus b times, or b to the cx power. All right, so notice the use of parentheses here with the c and the x. When you go to write this or type this out, and let me just show you how that's going to look real quick. So here's my Google Doc, my Word document. So if I was doing the exponential regression model, then I need y equals, and then the a I'm going to do first. So I'm going to go highlight, copy, paste the a in, and then it said a plus, so you get plus, then b, so here's the b value, copy it, paste, and then to the, so get your exponent there, and then I'm going to do parenthesis, and then it was to the cx power. So I'm going to go grab my c value here, make sure that you get that negative if you have a negative, paste that in, and then this was times x. So just use the asterisk as the multiplication symbol here, and then end the parenthesis. Okay, so now there is my exponential regression equation. And now do everything else like we have with the linear, the quadratic, and the cubic.